Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So, we are, I think, going this way to the Leonardo device. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. And let's see how this works. Use a smoke bomb to stun the Overseer, kill the Templar Overseer to recover a map showing the location of one of Leonardo's war machine. So that shouldn't be too bad. I just have to do, I suppose, a decent job of finding the Overseer. I need to call these guys in a fight too. My assassins. I'm also looking for a repair base. A blacksmith. There we go. So I called the assassins in the middle of a fight, and here's my assassin coming in, and he's, I don't know what he's really doing. He's certainly not really helping. Another piece of armor. Finally. I don't want any of my guys damaged, because I don't know if they'll even heal themselves. That's an entire thought on itself. Oh, this is taking forever. Switch to a different weapon. Like, and we're getting blood streams everywhere. And look at my assassin here. Almost dead. 2 health left. Oh no, don't fall down.
The just deserts of a tainted life.
Leave, assassins, before you die. But that was bad. Right, that puts me at the maximum health. And I know there's D-pad things. I'm just doing a very bad job of actually accessing the D-pad options, because I could just hit left on the D-pad to use medicine, or right on the D-pad to pull out my sword, which seems to be the most important elements of the game. And then here's an interesting question. How do we get to this Leonardo machine? It's probably this gate. If I was to guess, it's almost certainly that. You don't know who I am. You didn't see that.
Not being a stupid pezzo di merda here. We will be quite happy to throw you in the tail.
Let's go ahead and send these guys after those people, just for the fun of it. And we'll heal and we'll go forward. We'll have a full arrow storm available for us in the memory. Now, I think if I just hit the left bump and don't do the arrow storm, and I have, like, the maximum number of assassins available to me, then I still think you can, I think you would call the maximum amount, not just 3. So you might get 9, maybe even 10 characters on the screen fighting for you. So the locate the architect of the bomber. Where being detected will cause desynchronization.
Dai, cane!
Well, one of those worked and one of those didn't. When you fail at some of these missions, and I have noticed I have been failing at these missions a little bit more than I expected I would, it's almost always instant fails, which then kind of negates the importance completely of having a health bar at all. I'm not sure that I have even once died from just having my health narrowed down to 0 through fighting. It's certainly gone to 0 through falling when you have that infinite amount of there he is. We know who he is. Follow the architect to the secluded area. So this guy can kind of see me up here, and yet he takes no notice. It seems strange. So how secluded does this area need to be? Do I have to be in a full-on hide spot? Nope, I'm about to get detected again. Beat up the architect to discover his location, so this is just a beat up.
Give me the plans. No, I will not. Stop! Stop!
Ah, this
Where
blood,
are
it
the
doesn't
plans?
even
That's the guards.
play a
In
good
my
part.
house. It is the last one. And the machine. In the tower. On top of the fortress. Grazie.
So, checkpoint reached. You're now notorious. Guards are on high alert. And I'm supposed to go this direction. How far this direction, I'm not sure. But we'll see if we can figure this out. With my long jump gloves, I'm certainly more capable of making that distance. Area not available. It's right here. Come over here and burn the plans. Again, that feels like an animation that was simply made. Oh man. Did I checkpoint? Or do I have to start back at the very beginning? Another instant fail. So, just have to let these heavy armor guards ignore me. And at a certain point, either these people are going to stop walking me in the general direction that I want to walk into, or they're going to, or I'm gonna just jump out for some advantage, and I don't see a real advantage. You can see these guards are on, seem to poke into the hay bales when on high alert. Maybe they don't do that when they're not on high alert. Now, here's the deal, is where are these people gonna go? Here's a bigger issue. This is yet another instance of me having not even touched the controller for the past 2 minutes. I'm doing nothing. It auto-walks you. So, I can move the camera and see those 4 people, but I think the second I'm seen, I'm detected. And I think it's reasonable to believe that I'm just going to get walked right back in a circle. So I'm just going to break away from this and make a mad dash this direction. And we'll see if we can find something that we can climb. Interesting. Is there a up and to the left, or up and to the right in this case, jump? Yes. It was kind of difficult. Oops, not what I wanted, but whatever. And this is interesting in the idea that there's a treasure chest in the middle of this. Come on. Seriously?
There he is!
And we can pretty much assume that the blood is glitching right now. It's probably more than enough time for me to save and exit and restart the game. It seems like this game pretty consistently does glitch up in little visual glitches. Not anything extremely bad. At least we haven't seen anything extremely bad so far. Seriously? So killing one guy alerted another guard, and where's this gonna put me? Well, at least it checkpointed me a little bit. Come over here and let me assassinate this guy. Let's come over here and lock on this one. Can I lock on the other guy? There we go. And I feel like I just missed this one. Come on. This guy's gotta see me if I do this. And I can't aim my gun. So even though my camera is looking right at it, he'll pull the trigger and shoot somewhere that direction. So my only chance is to kind of jump back down this way. Then lock on this guy. And now I've got to wait until he walks back over here so I can get a straight shot on him. And almost got detected there. And boy, would I love for a checkpoint there. Hopefully, we can find ways to get up higher. Like, I can do this, but there's with the glove, but that doesn't add anything. And I guess it doesn't matter too much because I'm supposed to be here, I guess, to start with. And then I guess I'm going from the inside up. Well, this will be a quicker trip, or at least it should be, because I bet there's nobody in here. That would certainly be very annoying if it turned out there was a guard just staring right at my general direction. Now, we do run into a slight issue now that we have the ability to jump higher, because the game might trick us into jumping further than it intended us to. And then there might be several instances in which I end up needing to just crawl back down from a higher point. This could be sort of deadly if I fell. Or if I just accidentally jumped forward when I should have jumped to the right. And it looks like we're going to the outside now. It's an interesting way to climb a tower. It's more interesting than what we've been seeing. And oh, by the way, if you swing on any of those, you're guaranteed you're going to actually land.
Everyone who piloted one died. Several even exploded. But no, this one worked.
So, what do I do? I just shot 4 people down to their death. Okay. And we're going to have another one of these vehicle missions that has nothing to do with playing an Assassin's Creed game again.
They intend to craft more weapons. Leonardo, you will help me stop them.
So, last game when we had something like this, it was kind of difficult. Detection is now permitted. And full synchronization, do not... Like, I'm having trouble controlling this thing. This thing's not doing anything. Please tell me you checkpointed to this part. So I am not able to change my direction, it seems, at all. I don't want to be in eagle vision. Game? What are you doing to me, game? I've got an Xbox 360 controller plugged in. And literally nothing I'm doing on the left stick or the right stick is changing my direction. Much at all. Right trigger, tactical camera, like no buttons are doing anything. Is this something to do with my mouse? The game is glitching up. Let's see. Options, controls, custom controls, controller for Xbox 360, Windows. Oh, and all of a sudden now it starts to work. And I am falling miserably. And now it stopped working. What's going on, game? Am I gonna have to pause the game every single time? Look, I can control this fine. Like, pause, resume, turn. It literally works. But then it stops. Like, pause, move around, resume. I can't do it. I literally cannot do it. Oh my goodness. Well, this will be interesting. Pause. Maybe leave the Animus. Any unsaved progress won't be saved. Might as well just quit the application completely. And we'll just try and launch it again as it's going. Let's see. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Why are you doing this to me? Says I have over 224 hours of playtime in this game. I can guarantee you at least 200 of those are from the game just being paused and not doing anything else. Let's see. Come on, game. Launch, launch, launch. How long are the logos in the game? This was one of the games, the Assassin's Creed series, and the first one in particular was pretty bad about extremely long logos and loading and just things. Well, I can see on the camera, and it seems like there's a little bit of this. Shoot the ground to ignite it, probably creating fires to get more air up. Okay, I get that. But I also have to kind of go down. Shoot the workshops twice to destroy them. Wow, and you are just heavily stalling. This is just awful. Even here. So maybe I was pulling back, but I don't think so. I would have seen some interactions. So this is no better than the last one. Most definitely. This is still an awful interface and just not something that should have been ever programmed into the game. Come on, let me pull back. Please let me pull back. Just let me finish this dumb thing. Oh, this is so bad. Like, this is how you just make a terrible experience for players. Is you've done zero as a game programmer to make this a learned way of playing games. Like, and look how I'm just lagging. And I think I've already failed full sync. And to get height and to go forward, you have to push this device so forward that it goes from a complete and total stall to like an unrecognizably ridiculous. Come on, am I gonna hit it? This is way worse than the previous game, and of course we have to remember that two teams were making these two games at the same time, and I suppose this is a good argument as to why this is called Brotherhood and not Assassin's Creed 3, but I think it probably is a better argument that they simply didn't want to have Ezio as the main character of another numbered Assassin's Creed series. Again, I'm just stalling, and I'm having trouble going in circles. It feels like I'm a marionette puppet or something. Not like I'm actually controlling the machine. And this better be it. I mean, I almost certainly would assume that they knew they were doing wrong here. That they were doing a bad job. Well, I've managed to get in a stall right when I needed it. Why not just make this a cutscene? Is a great question to ask. Instead of making the player play a section that just doesn't play well, why not just fly right through it? When done the way they want you to do it, it's real easy. Destroy the bomber construction cards. Well, I've got to push myself forward and turn and like stupid game. It's not letting me move again. It's got some kind of dead space that it's figured out and decided upon, and take the tactical camera. Maybe if you play it with the normal camera, and I'll just desynchronize once. This is hardly a bug though from the game, because you saw me exit the game and restart it. Like, we've seen some visual glitches and things, certainly, but you just play it completely different when it wants to work versus when it doesn't. Like, let's try this. I'll have my hands off the controller completely. Maybe it's centering when it loads, so not touching anything on the controller. I think that might have been the case. That being said, I've got to pull back or something. I gotta get a stall. Maybe I can somehow convince it to stall and maybe get the thing right below me. Turn. Alright. If I can just pull back. That bang sound is my forehead. This is annoying as all get out. Can I skip this? Can I hit just skip memory? I can abort memory, I can restart memory, but I can't skip it. So here, let's see. Hope this hits it. Nope, it didn't. It's a little bit of a difficult thing to hit in the first place. Turn around. This heavily feels like there's a pattern and a path to this. That if you don't follow that and fix it, you simply won't succeed. Right, here, hit that. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Ah. So now I'm desperately trying to push myself forward. And desperately trying to turn. In the previous game there were fires, by the way, in specific points. And that's not the experience we're having here. We're making our own fires, and that's making it worse. Maybe, just maybe I'll hit it. Nope. Instead I get shot by the archers, who I don't believe I've hit a single one of them. Where are my assassin friends right now? Where's my new Brotherhood? Call in an arrow strike. Help in any small amount you can. Right. The trick here, I think, is to get behind it, and then it seems like even starting a fire that's not anywhere close to you might give you propulsion towards where you want to go, because it really does feel like if I fire, I can then all of a sudden hit it. But in choosing the fire right there, I blew myself right off course. Alright, just fire, just fire. Just fire. Nope. I'm literally not this incompetent. This is not my doing. This is the game. Push forward. I'm not gliding on the wind at all. And look at the... It's like the entire physics engine is just crashed. This is the equivalent of the T-pose right here. Give me some height. I think I need to push forward. And I probably already lost. Just burned the whole place. The card escaped. You don't have infinite time. You're not going to get any assistance. There's no difficulty setting in this game. Let's see. Let's just try to leave everything here. Alright. And turn around. And go forward. The problem with controlling your targeting and your propulsion through the same mechanic is you can't do either effectively. And it's the same pattern over and over again. It's not like I'm desperately trying to push forward. I'm desperately trying to tell it to let me go forward. Finally, And that's only half of it, though. There's another one. Which, now I have to go get this cart. And was that any kind of quick save or anything? Like, this is going to force me to... This is literally going to force me to just abandon this mission. Because this cart's about to escape. And there's nothing I can do to solve it. We hit a restricted area. And the cart escaped. Zero of 2. So, like, you have to get super lucky. You have to be able to get this shot done really quickly. Alright, let's just pull back and see. Nope. This is... We're 40 minutes into this recording. This is probably going to take the remaining 20 minutes of this recording and longer. I was not expecting this from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I've been up to this point not super happy with it. I was definitely a lot more happy with it when the game first came out. I think there was a bit more of a break between Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, and so definitely some love for 2 at the time, probably more than I have nowadays. But I wasn't expecting a just completely awful experience. I wasn't expecting an impossible experience. See, these little fires on the ground aren't enough to blow it up. So, maybe... There we go. Now I gotta fire forward and get a poof of wind and push forward and try to hit this cart. Push forward. Push forward. Push forward. Poof of wind. Come on. Turn. Turn. Push forward and turn. I got a suicide bomb here. I did it. Did I get... I think I may have just checkpointed, though, to a new section, unfortunately. And this... Maybe we'll get lucky here. Maybe we'll get really lucky. Come on, I gotta turn, I gotta turn. Even the game has to know that this was a horrible experience. They had to have known. This, arguably everything in this game up to this point was elements that very possibly were supposed to be in Assassin's Creed 2. And I'm guessing they ran late on developing this, but they had another one that worked. Like, in Assassin's Creed 2, there was a section where you flew around on this device, and it worked way better. And I can't understand why you would have this issue, or why you would keep this in your game. I'll just crash into the place. I don't think I can catch up from that. Just leave all of this out. Seriously. Show me a cutscene if I'm flying around. Maybe have me do the same thing I did in the previous game in the same area. That worked at least moderately well. I can't even see my targeting reticle. I'm so high up. Come on, let me turn. Push down and turn. If that hits it, I will be a monkey's uncle. I can't believe that worked. Now I've got to push downward and to the left. Card escaped. Why do 2 of these? You could have cut my frustration in half just by making me do 1. And you could have cut my frustration in half probably again by making me destroy 1 cart, then checkpointing me to destroy the other cart. Apparently, you take damage when you run into walls. Well, now at 41 minutes into this, and I didn't fully expect this to take the whole hour. I was kind of the thought that maybe we could get it done and move forward. I don't see why it bothers to de-animate the flying machine when you leave the area. Seems kind of pointless, since it's going to desynchronize you anyways. Right. Push down here. And I'm close. Come on, back down. I'm going the wrong direction anyways. There. The other card escaped while I was messing with that one. So you don't even get a pick. The way you are set dictates that you have to go for this one on the left first. And fire. Turn. I feel like I've driven mules that were less difficult than this machine. This is just what you can't be doing something wrong. You can't be doing something wrong. I'm hitting every single control on the controller. I'm trying every single thing that I have ever learned in my many years of playing video games, and nothing is working. And I know sometimes I might call a game buggy and turn out to be wrong, but I'm not that wrong that often. I don't call games buggy just because it's difficult. This is buggy. Just unacceptably buggy. And I'm sure you could probably find videos of people playing this on Xbox 360. I'm pretty sure when I played this on Xbox 360 or PS4 or any console, the Ezio collection probably has all of this fixed really well. But as far as the Steam PC version, as far as it's running on my PC, this thing is a hunk of garbage. Now I just need to get this hit. And since I've managed to do that, now I can just push forward and get away.
Cesare must know of this!
Seriously? Seriously? There's one more element? Well, let's see. Let's see if we can hit him. I can't even see him. I'm gonna lose. Get him, and the messenger escaped. So, just to add insult to injury, after making me kill 4 carts, after making me destroy 3 kilns, they're just gonna make me kill 1 messenger who's an even smaller target and will therefore be even more difficult to hit. And see, if this was Flight Simulator, I could understand doing something like this. If this was the main element of the game, if this is what I had signed up for at the beginning, and if it had run, if this ran smoothly like a Flight Simulator game, I would be cool with it. But that's not what this is. This is Assassin's Creed. I'm supposed to be running around stabbing people with hidden blades and killing Templars and finding mysteries and maybe on a rare occasion using eagle vision to actually find something important. Maybe spying after people. Maybe listening if we go back to the first game. But this isn't Assassin's Creed. This is something I wouldn't pay for. I wouldn't be interested in playing a game like this anyways. If there was a Bomber Simulator 2017, which it possibly is, it's not the game for me. And if it ran terribly, it's certainly not the game for me. Give me a chance. Push forward to tilt. It feels like there's 360 degrees of angles in which your thing can be tilted, but the animation on it actually only has about 90 degrees. So after you've hit your standard maybe 45 degrees upward and 45 degrees downward tilt, it just locks at that point, but the controller still allows you to put yourself way off course of what you would expect you were at. See, right about now it feels like I'm probably at a 0 tilt, and like 1 shot, that's basically all you get. Come on. Maybe. No. Hit him. No. Where's my gun? Where's my crossbow? Where's my assassin's friends? Where's some help from the game itself? Where's the pop-up that says, hey, how about we just let you skip this? That this part's not important. The only thing I've gotten out of this hour, besides an incredible amount of frustration, is the fact that I've spent an hour and now have money available to me in the banks if I can ever make it back to the banks. just... Come on, come on. And am I going the wrong direction at the beginning? Maybe I need to do a hard right instead of a hard left? Or maybe, like, I think I'm doing it right now, so if I was to swing around this way, maybe that works a little bit better? Yeah, I guess that does. But in the end, it doesn't really do too much. Now I'm pushing forward and shooting to get that boost. And need that boost. I think I got it. I think I got it. Finally. Almost 10 minutes shorter than I thought I was going to. And of course they put in the line that everybody has crashed on these prototypes before because they're just excusing the fact that it worked horribly. Yeah, forget about getting 100% at this point. That's never going to happen. Yeah, I will never get 100% sync in this game. Not with that. I would never go back and do that memory again. We're still getting tooltips and things. Let's go ahead and hire these guys. And...
No respect.
just tell that guy to lure away. And let's deal with our assassins. So, no new skill points, no new skill points, no new skill points. So nobody has any new skill points right now, but they're all working up on their levels. We don't have a ton of things. So I'm trying to keep everything pretty balanced. So let's take the top here and the top here and send them on a 3. And then the top here and the top here and send them on the 3. And I think if I don't have enough 3s, I may end up sending out people to do a 4 all by themselves. Send a group of them to try out 4s. So get me a Claudio ring, which let's see. Maybe send this guy out by himself. And that should work. So, next goal in the few minutes we have remaining. So this is the gate, and there's like a memory wall here and a memory wall here, and it to me doesn't seem like there's any real change to that. So let's run to this fast travel station, go to Tiber Island, and hope we don't start a regular memory. But what else could I do instead of going to Tiber Island? I suppose I could try to fast travel to some other location that would have a blacksmith and a bank nearby. Is there another location that would have a blacksmith and a bank nearby next to a fast travel location? Well, there's a blacksmith here, but no bank. Well, actually, there's a blacksmith and a bank over here at the Thieves' Den, so we'll travel there. That'll work well. I definitely need to repair my equipment. Pull out my money, purchase some things. Try to lower my frustration with this game. There we go, hide these guys. And just have them come back this direction and see.
Work your magic.
Just wasting money basically on different types of guards. Interact here. Which one is it called? Thieves Guild. Easy enough to figure that one out. And now that we're out of the section, there's literally not any issue. Have I invested enough? Nope, not yet. There's still another 5,000 I can invest in this bank. Oh, and by the way, I can repair all. And I can purchase new armor. And there is something I can buy here, certainly. But I don't see a reason why I'd want to. Maybe get a smoke bomb from killing some people. Crossbow bolts, could purchase those too. Could also sell. I have a decent amount of things that if I got desperate needing those items.
No offense, but I didn't think you had them on.
Alright, so now the question is, what can I buy and where? Let's run to this and see if we can purchase this. And if we can, that's great. If we can't, then we'll just run to this Leonardo machine for next time, and we'll just combine our frustration. Honestly, I'm not sure there's that many other buildings I can purchase. There's one here, two here, and that might just be it right now. There's this guy. So I think I was supposed to tackle him. Or was I supposed to assassinate him? Well, apparently I'm notorious now. Let's try fixing that.
God, just let me live! Only the height of the smithy arms are available here. If you've no stomach for luxury, you had better turn away.
Let's go ahead and hide this body in here. So we've completed the Corsan challenge. Nice. Why? Why did the game want to hurt me so badly? Why did it want to frustrate me? Answer that question. why was it so important that element, which I can practically guarantee nobody in their right mind will ever enjoy, why is it so important that that was left in? And almost certainly what this is just going to come down to, if you were to ever get the answer, which you won't, is that some Ubisoft executives on a balance sheet said, you spent this much money on this work, you have to justify it, you have to have this element in the game, we're not going to leave it missing. See, I have 25% notoriety right now, and it still feels like that's not working well. Seems like they go higher. Am I running the right direction? Somewhat. Where is the poster of me? Now I'm back down to notoriety 0, but the difference between notoriety 25% and 0 seems to be very small. 4 columns here in the middle. Suppose the good news is there's only one more Leonardo thing, and the previous Leonardo memory didn't play itself off as super annoying, so we have a 50-50 chance that the next memory is not going to have us flying a machine, or maybe it will have us flying the parachute and it turns out that the parachute works perfectly fine. That could also be our hope. So let's look at our map. After we do the Leonardo mission, we've got to do the main mission. There's really nothing else to do other than purchase these 3 buildings and potentially just run around and try to get maybe a few chests, a few feathers. Oh, there's another Leonardo mission over here. Good. So we may be very, very frustrated next time. As far as the DNA sequences, we are still on that final memory. And I wouldn't be surprised if we tried to do that final memory and it said something was unavailable right now. War machines. Let's see. There's one here we haven't done. One here that we haven't done. Oh, darn it. There are 2. Borgia Towers. I missed the Borgia Towers. I wish there was more of them. I would trade many of the things that we've done instead. Any of those missions where we just had to follow somebody. I would have traded that for another Borgia Tower. Now, let's see. Guild challenges, how are we doing? We are still at rank 5 with the guild challenges. We need a lot of everything. But we're already at rank 5. Mercenaries, we are still trying to do mercenary things. Scaffolds destroyed by thrown guards. I should consider doing that. Double assassinations. We haven't done a single double assassinations. Courtesan groups sent to distract guards. We're still trying to do that. Guards assassinated from a blind spot. That's another one. Still not certain what the rank does. It would be pretty pathetic if it just lowers the value, the cost of things. Well, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I had a lot of frustration. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.